Hi everybody, let's get those grade books set up for you this school year. You're going to click Instruction, open up Admin, and go down here to Preferences. And there's just two preferences I want you to set really quickly. First of all, make sure Term Final is the default standard, and also make sure you've pasted in your Moodle address or your class website address in this box. This is so when students and parents go to the portal, they can link nice and easily over to your web presence and click Save. Make sure you do that with every single class that you teach. And the way that you change classes now is if you hover up here on this toolbar, you can change the year, the school, and the section or the class that you teach. And when you're done, you can just click this and you can earn yourself back some screen real estate so you have a little bit more room to work. Now, Canvas looks a little bit different this year. And one of the things that you might have looked for and is now missing is the gradebook. The gradebook has completely changed in this year's Canvas. And to get there, we click on the waffle, which is this little 3x3 grid. And we're going to open up Campus Instruction Beta. Campus Instruction Beta is the teacher dashboard view. These are the things that if you're in a classroom that you need. You don't need necessarily all of those tools in that big, huge, long menu list on the left-hand side. We need to take attendance, we need to give grades, we need to look at our rosters, we need to make seating charts, we need to post grades. The things we need to do are here. So that's a very, very nice thing. And if you want to earn some more screen real estate again, you can go ahead and hide the menu and you can open it there. The first thing we're going to do in this new Campus Instruction Beta is go down to Account Settings. And there's a couple options I really want you to choose. The first one would be, I'm going to choose to have this view of Campus open every time I open Campus. If you are using all the other tools that are on the old Campus and you prefer to have that open, then select Campus Tools. Now remember, anytime you want, you can always click the waffle and you can go back and forth through the waffle. But this is going to make sure that the Campus Instruction view opens for me every time I open. I also want to show active students only and show student pictures and save. Now let's get that gradebook set up. Now, to set up a gradebook, we're actually going to open the gradebook, which is something we didn't used to do in Campus, and this seems a little bit more intuitive. And we're going to open up the Settings panel and Gradebook Setup. And we have a series of links of which we only really need to use two, and we'll have your gradebook up and running. So the first one that we're going to use is Categories. I have a couple categories already loaded in here. Coursework is one. That would be things like homework, and that would be in-class activities. I have tests, and what I want to do is I want to add one more. So I'm going to click Add, and I'm going to add Writing. I'm not going to worry about the weight. I will record a video also for how to set up weighted grades. So check out that video if you'd like to weight your grades. But all we need to really do here is, hey, let's work smarter, not harder. And let's select both of my AP US Gov classes and Term Final. Save. And now I have 3 categories. You must have at least one category. I like categories so that when a parent comes at conferences, I can show them the student's subgrade, like how is their homework grade versus their essay writing grade versus their test taking grade. And I think that there's some good things that you can use to analyze a student's performance in your classroom when you have several categories. Let's close this view. The next option is we need to go to Grade Calc Options. Make sure you choose In Progress Grade, HHS Curve. Now, if you want to weight categories, this is where you would turn on the weights. And please never, ever use the scores percent value. If you think that that's what you want to do, please talk with me, because we often have some strange grades when teachers selected this option, and if you're a point-based grader, you don't want to check it. And let's save these changes. Your gradebook is set up. And to add an assignment, just click this little add button over here. And let's just create an assignment. Technology setup. I have to give an abbreviation. I think there's 5 characters max there. I can apply it to both of my sections. And I can say I want to apply it to the term final. I want to make it worth 10 points. And it is a coursework assignment. It is not a test or a writing assignment. And click Save. And close. Now, these panels open up and they take a lot of screen space. So let's just click those and close there. Let's close this one. And let's close the grade total. And now we have the technology assignment right next to the student's name. And I can easily go in and type in these assignments. Now, if this student is missing that assignment, I can just type in the M, and it indicates it as an M, and it records it as a 0. And if I open up the grade panel, I already have student grades calculating, so I know everything is working. Let's just hack your setup just a little bit. So I'm going to ask you to open up the Settings tab, and just notice that there's ways that you can filter students here. So that might be a way of opening up just one student's grades if you're showing at conferences the grade book, so you're not violating student privacy. That's a nice thing that we have that. As well as you can also just like filter students who are failing overall, and you can analyze their performance. All right, so I am not going to show a sparkline graph because I think that takes too much room. I do like pass-fail coloring for grades, and if you notice that, just let me know. Greens mean the kids are passing. Red means the kid is failing my class currently. I can turn on pass-fail coloring for scores. If I like, now that's going to be a little too much color for me, so I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to turn on a save alert so I don't ever exit out of campus without saving. And here's something that I think you will like. Please sort by due date, not by category, and sort descending. Now what that means, let me get rid of these grade totals here too and hide those. The most recent assignment will always be the one on the furthest to the left, right by the student names. Okay, the most recent. So if I add a new assignment here, let's save and continue. It was telling me that I hadn't saved. And this is a summer essay. And I'm going to apply it to both of my classes. And I'm going to apply it to the term final. I'm going to make it a writing assignment, so it goes in the writing category, and make it worth 20 points. Oh, but what I want to do here is I want to have the due date be not on, I want it to be later than the first one. So I'm going to have this due on the 3rd and save. And I want to show you what that's going to mean for the gradebook. Because I'm sorting my assignments descending by due date, notice that the most recent assignment now is the one that's by the student names. Now, this grading panel is in the way, so I can remember hide the grading panel. And I think that's a way that you'll be able to keep your gradebook much more neatly organized, and you'll understand where the assignments were. There was some frustration with that last year. So, due date descending. Your gradebook set up. Start grading stuff, pop it in there. Have a great year.